Goeiemorgen, goeiemiddag, goeienaand. Whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening where you are, it's always a good time to watch some planty YouTube. My name is Shanae, and in today's video, we are going to look at the party favors that I'm planning for my guests. And of course, I have to put a plant in there. And of course, it has to be an Anthurium. So we are going to look at my very first hybrid that I've made that I'm going to include in this party favor box, and that is the Anthurium Blue Mag crossed with dark Forgetii. I'm also going to show you all of the other hybrids that I'm currently working on. There is actually still a couple of weeks left before my actual GardendaySA party, so there's going to be quite some time to prepare these boxes for my guests. So the two boxes that I'm going to be preparing today is actually going to go to two of you. And the criteria was quite simple. The first two people that subscribe, like, as well as comment on my videos is going to get these two boxes. So let's go and have a look and see what I have put in these boxes. South Africa is quite a diverse country. We have a whole lot of different languages that we speak, and we have quite a number of cultures. The one thing that is quite common in our different cultures is you never leave someone's house on an empty stomach, nor do you leave their house empty-handed. In my culture, it is quite common for people to come to your party with their own Tupperware, as well as a plastic shopping bag to put all of their party favors in. Towards the end of the night, they would hand their Tupperware to someone in the kitchen to fill it up with some goodies so that they can enjoy it later at home and also share it with people that couldn't make the party. So these party favors is an integral part to the success of this party. As I mentioned in my very first video, I've also taken up crafting as a hobby this year. And it came in quite handy with these party favors because I was able to design and create a unique packaging for my party favors, and this is what it looks like. So what I've done here is I've added some plants, of course, anthuriums. So over here I have the king anthurium, which is Anthurium Forgetii. On this side I have the Anthurium warguenum, which is the queen anthurium. At the bottom I've included the Anthurium clarinervium as well as the Anthurium Forgetii. And I've also included my logo, which is Plant Loving House logo, and I've added some wording over here that just says thank you so much for your support. So this is of course going to go to the 2 lucky subscribers that have been supporting my YouTube journey, so that's why I've added that wording. But for my guests, I would definitely say something like thank you so much for attending my 2025 GardendaySA party. At the back I've just included what this packet contains, and then I've also put my socials in. So I've made this design in Canva, and then I've printed it just on my home office printer. So I printed it on glossy photo paper, and I've used a crimping tool to get that same type of effect at the top and the bottom of the packet as what you would normally see on a chips packet. And then I've also used one of those craft scissors to do this zigzag pattern at the top and the bottom of the packaging. So I'm really happy with how this came out. So I've created pretty much the same design for all of the snacks that I have. So let me show you the snacks that I've decided to go. So this one that I have in my hand is a packet of chuckles. So a nice chocolatey treat. I also have some roasted and salted cashew nuts. And I've also included some biscuits, and this is the Eat Some More biscuits. And also one of my favorite snacks is pretzels. I've included the sour cream and chives pretzels. This one, you would see the design is a little bit more lighter compared to the others. I forgot to change the color on this one, so it came out much lighter, and you would probably be able to see that even the Anthurium leaves are a little bit discolored. And it actually reminds me of when Anthuriums get sun stress. They get this lighter, almost a yellow type of color to it. So kind of still works with the whole theme of the party. Last but not least, I have 2 bars, and this one is a Kit Kat, and then I've also included something a little bit more healthier, which is a snack bar, and this is the almond, mango, and apricot snack bar. So that is all of these snacks that I've decided to include in this party favor box. So seeing that we have the snacks, of course, I'm going to include a serviette, which is the same one that you saw in the table setting video, which is half of a leaf. This is half of the crystallinum with the words that say live, love, sparkle. And if you know the crystallinum, it is known for its sparkling veins, and that's why this wording is kind of just a play on that. So I think with these snacks, it's quite fitting to do the little serviette. I've also designed a thank you card, and it basically says on top, it says don't forget to water yourself. So the two people that is going to get these boxes, I know that they have a lot of plants, and it's kind of just a reminder for them to also hydrate themselves and not only focus on their plants. So I've included a watering can on this side, and then I have a Anthurium Clarinervium on this side, and it has a pull out function, which I actually quite like. When you put it out, you also see this green glitter trail of leaves. I think it's quite a cool feature. So it also represents the watering can going towards the plant. So watering a plant is kind of the effect that I was trying to go with. So on the pull-out card, it just has a little bit of a message say thank you for your support. And then I've also have a sticker of my logo, and then just add plant loving house that you know that it comes from me. I'm really quite chuffed with this card that I've made, and I think in the future I probably will work on more cards, maybe birthday cards, anniversary cards, etc. Get well soon type of cards, so that and set it on my website. I think it'll be quite a cool thing to have plant specific type of plants for planting. Like I said, people cannot leave this plant loving house without a plant. So the two people that is going to get these two boxes are quite advanced in their plant collection. So I'm not going to include a plant because I know at least the one do not collect seedlings anymore, which this is, and the other has his own plant business. So he can pretty much get whatever plant he wants. So I'm not going to add it because I don't want to give them the stress of figuring out what to do with a plant that they potentially won't need in their collection. Instead, I'm going to give them a plant picture. So I've designed these tote bags that I'm instead going to give them, which there is still a plant on here. So I made this bag myself using calico material, stitch it together, put on some handles. I've also made sure that I do some cross stitching over here to make sure that the handle is quite secure. And then I've designed this little wording over here, and it basically just says, just a guy who loves anthuriums. And then for the guy, I've put the king anthurium, which is Anthurium veitchii, on there. So I've done the same for a female, which just says, just a girl who loves anthuriums. And then I've included the Anthurium warguenum, which is the queen anthurium. So I think it's quite a cool shopping bag. At first, I did just include this 4 centimeter band on here, but as I tried it out, I found that it comes off of the shoulder quite easily. So I did half it and just stitched it together, so it looks much better. It feels much better in the hand as well as over the shoulder. There's a little bit more support to it. On the inside of this bag, I did put some little hoops on here, and it's just so that I can put my car keys and my card holder on the inside of the bag. South Africa is not the safest country, so you kind of want your valuables to be tucked away. So it kind of just hooks in there, and as you go shopping, it's disguised on the inside of your bag, so less opportunity for someone to unknowingly just take it off. And it's also easy when you get to the till to just take it off and use the card. So when you get to your car, it's easy when there's groceries at the bottom to just take it off at the top. Alright, so that is all of the stuff that's going to go into the boxes. So let me quickly prepare the boxes, and then we will move over to the plants as I mentioned in the beginning. Alright, our box is all packed up. I did include some of these paper in it just so that it can keep the contents of the box quite stable. Of course, I'm just going to have to put something around it, just keep it closed, especially during transport. So I have found this ribbon that I got last year for my Christmas gift. So I'm quickly going to wrap this up, and it actually would look like a gift. So like I mentioned, all of my guests will also go home with a plant, and it is going to be the very first hybrid that I've made myself, and this is Anthurium magnificum crossed with a dark Forgetii. So this is one of the larger seedlings in my collection. It kind of does look like it has the veining of the father, which is a dark Forgetii, but it could also very well be the veining from the magnificum. So I'm really excited to see how this one is going to grow up. It is quite early to say whether these ones are going to have some few sinuses. I think I'm waiting for a couple of more leaves to give me a good indication as to whether any of them are going to have some sort of few sinus or closed sinus in the future. So excited to see that one. Here I've also brought over to see what a new emergent looks like. It does come in quite maroon, but it quickly fades down to more of a brownish color. So really, really pretty, as you would expect from an anthurium. And then I've also brought over one of these variegated seedlings. So there was a couple of seedlings that actually showed some sort of variegation, varying degrees of variegation I've seen on these. There's, I think, about 5 or 6 of them that shown some sort of variegation, and I think they got it from the pollen parent, which is the dog Forgetii. Occasionally that plant would throw out a leaf that has some blister variegation or some sort of variegation on it. So I think they do get it from that pollen parent. So it should be quite interesting to see how these ones mature and how they grow up. And I'm just very excited to have some variegated Anthurium in my collection that I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for, and actually came from my own 2 plants that I managed to breed. So really excited. The second hybrid that I've made is a cross between an Anthurium CrystalMag. If you're watching my videos that I uploaded a couple of days ago, you would have seen this plant, and you would have seen that it's the first leaf on this plant that I actually got a semi-fused sinus on. It's a really cool feature of this plant. And then I've crossed it with a Indo Dressleri, which have very minimal veins and is much rounder compared to the mother plant. I've harvested those seeds probably about a month ago, and I got about close to 350 seeds from those. There's about 10, I think, that haven't germinated, so very good healed, I would say. So they are working on their very first leaves, and this is what it looks like. So it kind of looks like normal Anthurium type seedling leaves that you have. Some of them are also working on their second leaf, like this one on top here, and this one you probably would be able to see. They of course won't have the characteristics of what they're ultimately going to look like on their first leaves, but I'm really happy to see that they have germinated and produced their first leaf quite well. I do think that they are getting a little bit too much light. This one is very close to the light, I think about half a meter or so away from the light. So I think it's a little bit too intense. But then I have this tray, which is probably about 1.7 meters away from the light, which is actually quite far. They've also grown quite nicely their first leaves. But if you look at the bottom ones, a lot of the seedlings come in this lighter color, and I always thought it's because of the overexposure of the light. But this one is so far away from the light, and the one next to it is quite green, and then this one shows a little bit of a minty whitish color. So something to monitor, I think, in the future, just to see whether it is actually a light issue or whether the plant actually just comes in a little bit lighter. Some of these I did see a little bit of a red margin as they were emerging, so I think they'll definitely get it from both parents who show quite red emergence. So it should be quite interesting to see how these ones go along. They still have quite a couple of months in my care until they have grown quite robust roots, and then I will put it on the website for sale, and that will probably be around December, January period, where I think they would be ready for sale. But really excited to see how these ones also grow up. So the next one is the same pollen parent, which is the Indo Dressleri, with the minimal veins and the more rounded leaf shape. And that one was crossed with the seed parent, which is a cross between a crystallinum as well. So that is the Crystal Hope crossed with crystallinum. So I'm expecting this one to have quite a bit of silvery veins. I've only harvested this probably about a week and a half ago. So they've only just started to germinate. I don't see any that have not germinated yet. So hopefully we'll have 100% germination rate, especially seeing that this harvest was very small. I think I only got about 38 seeds from it. But I'm really excited about it. You can only see maybe the floppy roots that's coming in so far. But germination looks quite good on these ones. So excited to see how they go. And then lastly, I just harvested probably about a day ago seeds from the CrystalMag. So the same seed parent as the one previous to this one. And that one was crossed by an unknown at this point in time. So I am pretty much convinced that it was crossed with a Delta Force. But I lost the tag of that hybrid, so I'm not 100% sure whether I actually did use the Delta Force pollen. There were two other plants that was flowering at the same time, so it could also be that I used those pollen. So the other options can either be a BCAF crossed with AOS, or it can be the KOS hybrid. So I'm probably going to hold on to that for a while. I did give two lucky people on Instagram an opportunity to also grow their seeds out with me, and we'll hopefully be able to crack the code on who the pollen parent is of that plant. So I'm really excited to see. I'm really holding thumbs that it is the Delta Force. I think it will be an amazing cross if that is the case. So really excited about that one. Can't wait to see how that one goes. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed looking what I put in my party favor box. And Chanel and Keith, thank you so much for being the first ones to subscribe, like, and comment on my videos. And I really hope that you guys enjoy this Party South African snack box that I put together for you, and you enjoy it while watching some more of my videos. And to all of you that watch every single week, I really appreciate all of your support. You could have done so many other things with your time, so I really appreciate that you took the time out to watch my videos. And I really hope that you get some good valuable tips from these videos. I see all of the messages that you send me, and I really appreciate the conversations that it sparks. So let's continue on this journey. This also brings us to the end of this GardendaySA 2025 series. So with that, I hope that you have a liquor rest of your day. Bye bye.